Hello and welcome to another tutorial video I've decided to do. It's quite an easy one, this one, it's not too difficult. We are going to change on this fast track. We've picked this as our victim. Change its standard white smoke to black smoke. There's sort of two parts to this. The easiest part is the first part where the tractor's only got one exhaust. There's a second part where it's got exhaust configurations which can get a bit tricky. So we'll just get into this and have a look at its smoke at the moment. You can quite clearly see it's just a normal standard white. Even when we're revving up, it's just chupping out normal smoke. Excuse my driving. So we'll get into how we're going to do this. So we'll need to be in the XML file to start with. I'll put a link in the video comments to the bit of code you actually want to do this. So that's in there, so everything on the video now as you're watching it will be in there for you to be able to do this. So that I'll drop the code in the pin the code in the comments that you need. So for this next bit we need to get into the XML. So we've got our JCB Black Warrior mod here. We're just going to extract that, and there it is, just appeared up here. So we'll open that. What we also need to do is, I've got a text here on a separate bit of notepad, which is what I'll paste in the comments. We need to copy all that exhaust effect, and then we need to go and find the Fast Tracks XML. So we open that with Notepad and just go down to about, normally probably at halfway, 3/4 of the way should be the exhaust effect. So here we are, like I said, about halfway. It's there. So from the very start, or from the very end to the very start, we just highlight that and paste what we copied in there. So basically that is it. But what we've got to do is this bit here that says node in between the two hyphen marks. This one says exhaust particle 1, but what we need to do is, well, see, we haven't saved this yet. Just close that down for a minute. We need to go into the Fast Tracks ID3 to get the node. So we'll open that in GE. So it should be in the viz. Exhaust particles, there we go, exhaust particle 1. And what we're looking for is this index path over this side, the 070. So I want to highlight that and copy that. That's all we want out of here after you've copied that. So we can close that because we don't need to save anything in there. We're only going in there to find what the number is, the node. So we've still got this highlighted, so in the marks you can just paste, and that gives you the node for the exhaust. And what you can do now is save that. So that is it. That will, on one exhaust config, that will work, or should work. So if we close that now, you're done. If you re-zip your mod and go back in, that should be totally fine. But the issue you're going to get is if we reopen it in GE, if you've got exhaust configs, there may be exhaust particle for one exhaust, and there may be a hidden one somewhere for another, which you will have to go down to this box and probably click the visibility of it. Depending on how far they are apart, you may have to actually move the exhaust particle itself from one to the other, because it may only have one of these, so you'd have to move that to the best position to cover both exhausts. I managed to do it on one tractor that I've had, where it ends up coming out pretty much the right place in both exhausts. But also the second particle may have a different index path, so what you would have to do then is in your ID3, which you XML, which you've saved, you would probably have to copy this again, you could probably copy exhaust effect and put another one in down here and square it up, or you could just add it in, if there was such a thing as another one, add it into here. So then there'd be two with a node, say that would be node 6 for example. Then that would give you both smokes. I mean, that should be on the mod anyway of had exhaust configs, but we're only doing this for one, so we've done it the simple way. Obviously we haven't saved that, so what we'll do now is go out of here and send to a compressed zip folder. So that's there, and we'll go and put that back in our mods. Check that's there, and we'll go back and take a look. Right, so we're back here now. So guys, that's the simplest of things to do, is just add that bit into the XML, find out what the node is, and just put it in that XML bit in between the two marks. That's all you've got to do. Unless you've got exhaust configs, then you've got to work out, you might have to have a play around with it, but you can get it to work. So we'll just see. Obviously this one's got only one exhaust, as we said, and we'll see what that's done to this. You can see on start up there it's a little bit black, and as you put your foot down here, get blacker. I did find another one on the tractor that I've got, which is way too black. It's terrible, but I think this one is just about right, to be honest. Not too ridiculous. So, and as we come to a standstill, it just calms down. So let it take off again. So that's it for this video. So I'll say I'll put that code in the link down there, and good luck playing. So it's a simple thing to do. So thanks for watching, and catch you again later. Cheers.